So the craziest thing that I've encountered as a vegan is all the judgment and I guess just judgment that I get for, not eating meat, not eating dairy, and it just blows people's minds that someone could, just willingly accept not eating those types of foods. And it blows me away because they never once consider why is this person a vegan? They're just they assume that it's for weight loss or just extreme health or whatever, which is kind of correct in a sense, but they never once think, well, maybe there's an actual reason. And I mean, for me, and I know a lot of people that I follow and stuff, becoming a vegan is their way out of their years of abusing their body, and it is a healthy alternative, even though I don't think vegan is the only way to go to be healthy. I don't think you have to eat a vegan diet to be healthy, but I think that it is a necessary extreme, if you will, even though I don't think veganism is extreme, but I think it's an extreme, based on our social, our culture, and it's needed in some cases. For my case, I've done almost everything else, and nothing has really improved my health and my mental health the way that sticking to this, vegan lifestyle has done for me. So when people say to me, well, why don't you eat meat, and you're crazy for not eating meat, or making fun of when I eat potatoes for lunch or just a salad without any protein or dairy on it, it's coming from complete ignorance. It's well, you must be starving all the time, you must be a rabbit. I mean, and they think it's a disordered way of eating to be a vegan. And I definitely, have found that I disagree with that. Maybe first, when I first started this, I thought, yeah, it was going to be crazy and I wasn't going to be able to do it. I did it more just for the fun of it because I didn't know about veganism. And I've found, as I've tried it, that it's a sustainable way of living in all reality, and it's not so crazy as everyone thinks it is. The more that I've learned about the meat industry, the dairy industry, the mainstream meat and dairy industries, the more I've learned that, it's a little bit crazy that we put all of that into our body all the time, and we think it's healthy compared to someone, who doesn't choose to consume those things. I mean, we're just over here with blinders on as to what goes in our food. I mean, even vegetables and stuff, they're not grown even organic vegetables. They have pesticides and chemicals on them and everything. So it's not about being this purest form, but form of eating. But if you take the meat and dairy industry and compare the risks of what goes into those animals and what you could be eating and what you are eating, and you compare it to vegetables and stuff, you're at a much lower risk for just bad food in general with fruits and vegetables. So it's not so crazy. It's kind of logical to choose a plant-based diet over a meat-based diet. And then of course you have just the nutritional aspect of it, and there's so much more nutrition in fruits in general, and fruits and vegetables in general, that it doesn't seem quite so crazy to just be consuming those nutrient-rich sources. It's just not quite as crazy as everyone thinks it is, as long as you do it the right way and you eat enough food and everything. And that's, I don't know, I just don't see the difference. I don't see why eating a potato is so much crazier than eating a steak. Now, someone would eat a potato with the steak, and that's not crazy, but if you eat two potatoes, that's crazy. So I guess I just don't get it. I get when people say, oh, vegan, vegetarian is pretty widely accepted now, but vegan is still you crazy people. But it's just anything else, when paleo came out, it was kind of crazy, and once it becomes more mainstream, it's going to be a lot less crazy. So if you're vegan and you're watching this, don't worry about it when people call you crazy. Just continue on, do what you want, But really, just do what you want. Don't be vegan just to be vegan and like call yourself that. I don't call myself that. I don't say that to people. Now, if they offer me like meat or something, I say, well, I don't eat meat, just so that they don't keep offering it to me. But I don't use the word vegan, and I would recommend not. But yeah, I mean, it's not so crazy as everyone says it is. You're crazier if you go on a meat-only diet, or, you know, like bro science where you eat mostly meat. Oh, that's crazy. But then again, you know, what's crazy, right? It's crazy if it decreases your health, in my opinion, or makes you obese, or makes you anorexic. If you're going to extreme lengths and your body is becoming unhealthy in any way, to me that's crazy. If your body is healthy or becoming healthier, that's not crazy. So whatever method you're using to, you know, maintain your body's health, it's not crazy. And don't let people tell you it is. You know, just judge it by your own health. Go to the doctor, ask them if you're healthy. And if you're healthy, you know, just shove it in people's faces. I mean, don't do that, but, you know, if they ask, like, you're eating a completely healthy diet. And if you're vegan, you know, you're at a much lower risk of all the things in meat. All the hormones, all the everything in meat. Alright, well, that's all I want to talk about for today. We're all crazy for eating everything ever, because that's how the dieting industry is. And if you don't eat like normal society, then you're crazy. But you're really not crazy, so carry on.